Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm back. Let's get into it with Fallout season 1, episode 4, called The Ghouls. Um it's funny, the previous reaction I said that it's G rated at times, these these episodes. And then they immediately get to the ghoul and Lucy getting into it, and Lucy biting off the ghoul's finger, and then he cutting off her finger. And it was like, oh, it's funny. Be careful what you ask for, because when you get it, you might not like it, you know. But I sat there and watched it and was like, for some reason, this made me not like the ghoul anymore. I just thought it was unnecessary. I mean, she tried to run away and then they fought and everything. And also during this episode, he had her drink. He forced her to drink radioactive water. And he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna be like me soon, and you'll understand how the world works." And it's like, it only works that way because you're making it work that way, dude. Like, I don't know. Um, yeah. So now I used to be Team Ghoul. Now I'm just like, you bastard. Uh, when he dropped her off at the body depot, and Lucy looked at him like, "You're leaving me here." He's like, "You're better in there." He's just saying stuff. He had no reason to say that. I don't even know why he said that. And when Lucy was in there and she's getting taken care of by some robot, and the robot gives her a new finger, which was like, what was the point of the finger? What's the point of cutting the finger off if she got it right back? And also, the ghoul should have gave them the finger to put on, if that's the case. Maybe he didn't know. And the robot's being all nice, listening to her issues and everything. And she's like, "Could you stop that, man?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna harvest your organs. You good?" That was kind of that was like shocking. That was cool. That was cool. Um, but when you find out it's run by like two hillbillies, I'm like, what is the Fallout world about? Because it, I mean, I don't look. We're talking about in the TV show. We're not worried about the video game. Because it's like you either get these dumb dwellers, or you got the people that walk above land and they're like red, like they make them out like redneck meth head, like hick type people. It's weird. It's just weird. There's no like just regular competent people, which I guess that's the point when you have a fallout. Um, Lucy got more lives than a cat, black cat, any cat, because any. She's about to die. Her organs about to get harvested. And she just kicks the robot to the left a little bit, cuts her chain, and then she electrocutes the robot and just out of it. It's like, that was too quick. They could have did like a 2-parter on that. I would like to see more of what was going on. And then she quickly makes like a gun that shoots out poison, and then she makes the hillbillies release the ghouls. And these ghouls are on their way to losing their mind. And then she was like, "Release the other ones too." And the other ones she released were like zombies. There was like 3 of them. And every time Lucy was talking, she kept turning her back, like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this." And I just kept on thinking to myself, like, you turn your back on people that got guns. They could have shot her like 10 times. It was weird. And that scene where she killed that ghoul that kept on saying her name was Martha, she ain't act like her mom at all. Why you having this flashback? I don't get it. Your mom was Rose. It wasn't Martha. Wait, Martha? Did y'all do a Batman vs Superman reference in here? Excuse me. Sorry. For my review on Batman vs Superman, please check it out. I did it with Bad Habits. Just type in "I am Cincinnati Man," Batman vs Superman. Anyway, back to it. Shout out Bad Habits. What happened? Excuse me. You know, the Lucy and Ghoul interaction at the end, especially when she gave him the vials and she's like, "You want me to be like you? I'll never be like you. Golden rule, bitch," or something like that. It was like, you helped out a man that has tried to cut your finger off, tried to kill you a few times. At the very least, you should just left him there. I don't know. I don't find no thing where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna treat you better. I don't know. maybe my years of living this earth have made me realize just leave people alone. That's the best thing you can do. Just leave people alone. One minute you're cool with them, next minute you ain't getting no phone call. You jerk. Anyway, I think her walking out doing like this, like the confident like hero. It was weak. It was like you didn't even they made it so they got you. If this is a video game, it's all easy for her. It's all easy. That's the thing I thought about. Chet and what was her name? Chet. It's gonna drive me nuts now. The interaction between Chet and Stephanie was weird. You know, but Chet's weird, and the whole vote people are weird. Everybody's weird, and then them making out, and she screaming out her dead husband's name as he's dressing his clothes. I was like, who's this for? I was like, yeah, a woman ain't never gonna call me by a different name, and I ain't gonna call another woman about like, no, we're not gonna. That's a turn off. Chet's that much of a loser, of course, and of course her water breaks because he's about to have sex with a anyway, and it's in his they're in his apartment trying to do with the baby thing. They can literally go to the medical bay. It's not that far away. I don't know. I didn't see layout the map, but they're in a small vault. But anyway, so that transitions over to Chet. Norm. Norm has not done anything to show that he's smart and cunning. All he has done is been a jerk and has a little bit of sense. Like, we should really kill the prisoners. Like, this doesn't make any sense. That's it. And the idea of one of the council members talking to him and being like, yeah, you know, you're smart. You got the name. Your family name carries a lot of weight. You're very important. No, he's not. He's always been a loser. He even said it in his file. So when she gave that speech about how, you know, how she gave a speech like how you're smart and people can look up to you, but at the same time you need to be careful of what you say. It was like, yeah, you lifting them up, but you're like staying in your place at the same time. And that and part of that speech where the part with the interaction where he was like, yeah, I ran away, I was scared, and she was like, yep, most people would have peed. A kid would have peed on the wall. Like, what are you talking about? Most people would have ran away and been scared of those if those people from above came down. I mean, he didn't do anything out the thing to show that he was not more than a wimp. So this is from the previous episode, but I forgot to mention it because it's connected to here. When he was trying to find access files, you a low tier level person in the vault. Of course, you're gonna be able to get into files. Not everybody can get into files, but you can go to the next vault over and get the files. At 30, I think vote 31 to get the files. Get out of here. That don't even make any sense. Also, hey, you want to do something else to make it? You want to do something to help your people? Didn't y'all need some water regulator or air regulator or something like that? It was air or water. I think it was air. Why don't you take it from another vote? You want to check that out too? Nope. But I'm Cincinnati, man. Take care.